Fellow fatherpreneurs, what's good? Hey, if you're still serious about creating your first or your next ebook, and you're trying to figure out how ChatGPT or some other AI writer can help you do the job, then welcome back to our series. We're on part number 4, where we're writing an ebook using AI as our assistant along this journey. If you're new to the channel, we do these every single week. And we're probably going to be on this particular lesson for a little while, because I not only want to show you how to write a book, which today we'll wrap up the writing, because basically we're writing a chapter and you've already learned how to do your research, how to outline it, how to write an introduction. Now we're going to write a chapter. But ultimately, next week, we'll get into how to then format it for sale and all of that good stuff. So Doodle Ball is in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you're haven't already, I want you to do me a huge favor. Comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and or your brand. Smash that subscribe button. Thumbs up or thumbs down, whether you like your boy or not. I just want to know. That's how I get better. And if you're new here and this is your first time, I'm Cortez Hustle. I'm everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, and I'm the founder of the Fatherpreneur Success Academy. Now, some of you guys have been here before, and you're like, wait a minute, I thought it was the Solopreneur Survival Academy. Yeah, I'm starting to dial in on my niche, and my whole goal is to help overworked, underpaid, unfulfilled fathers create passive income empires by launching and growing an online coaching business. That sounds like you, then you need to definitely subscribe to the channel. So let's recap real quick. What have we gone over so far this week? So far this week, we've talked about why ebooks. I gave you 10 compelling reasons that every fatherpreneur should have an ebook. And day number 2, we talked about the most common use cases for ebooks. We talked yesterday about how to research and outline, and we even wrote an introduction chapter using ChatGPT. And today we're going to write another chapter. And I believe this is going to help you understand not only how to get your chapters written, but how to get ChatGPT to incorporate your content, so that what most people do is they use ChatGPT to write the ebook, and then they go back and infuse their stuff into the actual content. No, I want to, while I'm writing, have ChatGPT infuse my content. So once I'm done writing, I'm done. I don't want to have to go back and add to it and refine and refurbish and or do any of that stuff. I want it to be a solid work that can go straight to an editor once I am done with it. And that's what we're going to do today. But before we get into that, I want to show you how you can join the Fatherpreneur Success Academy. Right now, it still says Solopreneur Survival School, but that name is changing because I have narrowed down my niche and I want to work exclusively with working fathers, right? So if you go to CortezHustle.com, click on the Join Our Free Community button, boom, that's going to take you into the actual free community. And in this community, you're going to see that we have this post where you can download a free checklist that goes over everything that we are talking about in this training series. So we're going to dive right in today, man, because I want to get right to it. So let's jump over into ChatGPT and let's continue. Let me just pick up what we did yesterday. So yesterday we outlined the ebook. I'm going to give you some of the prompts to catch you up real quick. One of the things I wanted to know is I told ChatGPT who we're writing the book for and what we want the payout to be. But then what I forgot to mention is that the core theme of this book is going to be to create centered around helping working fathers turn their passion, expertise, and experience into passive income-based online education businesses. So I asked, would that work? And ChatGPT gave me some history as to why that is a good idea, right? Then I said, I want the book to be broken down into at least 3 main sections: mindset, skill set, and tool set. Are there any other sections that would make sense for this book? It gave me mindset, some topics to cover, skill set, some topics, tool set, but then it gave me these other topics: the action plan, 30, 60, 90-day plan. I love that. Definitely can incorporate that. Monetization strategies, sustainability and growth, community building, case studies and success stories, right? Resources and further reading. So this is really, really good, and as to what we can add to our book. Then we went ahead and said, okay, let's start working on the introduction chapter. I want to start out by telling them a little bit about me, and why I'm writing this book. The core focus is to bring fathers back into the home on a more consistent basis by creating time freedom so they can be present for their families and their communities. In addition, they'll need the income to execute on their passion for making a big impact in respect to the change they want to see in their communities. Please use my bio and craft an introduction paragraph. Now, if you're new and you haven't done this with your ChatGPT, you can feed ChatGPT and create your own signature GPT where it remembers all of that stuff, so that when you ask it for things like your bio, then it'll just bring that stuff in. So it wrote a great intro for me, including some stuff about me. As a father of 5 incredible sons and an entrepreneur with over a decade of experience helping others build successful online businesses, boom, that's all true about me because I fed it already. Then I gave my mission and why I wrote this book. And then I told it, I said, man, this is good. How should we continue to round out this chapter, also setting the stage for what they can expect to learn while leaving them eager to read, to keep reading? So it rewrote the paragraph, then gave them what they can expect to learn as it relates to mindset, skill set, and tool set. And then it says the journey ahead. And then by the end of this book, told them what they can expect. Boom. The next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and get started on our chapter on mindset. Actually, before we get started on our chapter on mindset, I'm going to ask it to include all of the other 5, because it gave us 8 things to add. So I'm going to say, please rewrite this intro real quick, but include all 8 of the recommended sections that you provided above with a brief detail of what they can expect. All right, because now that's going to give me a fuller introduction to the book. So it's just rewriting everything, and then it's going to give, instead of giving the 3 sections, it's going to give the 8 sections. So the book is now gone from 3 sections to 8 sections. And it's just doing its thing, and that's what I wanted to do. All right, boom. So those are the 8 sections of the book. The journey ahead. This book is not just a guide. So boom, I love that as a strong introduction to what this product and this project is going to be. Now I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to share with you how to write chapter 1. Now the same process can be used for all chapters, y'all. I'm not going to take you chapter by chapter with me, but use this same process, and I think you're going to have success in writing your first or your next ebook using AI. So now let's get started with the chapter on mindset. Because we're going to use Super Dad in the title, I like the chapter headers to be equivalent to superpowers. So start with some chapter titles that relate mindset to a superpower. So we're going to get some chapter headings because since we're calling it Super Dads, I want each chapter to be a superpower. That's what we're calling each chapter, right? All right. So what did they give me? They said, let's look. The power of perspective, seeing challenges as opportunities, unlock the superpower of transforming obstacles into stepping stones on your path. These are good, but I'm looking for one superpower that equates to mindset. Let's see if I can get it to give me what I want. All right, so I like that. Super Dad's Mental Fortress. Boom. So that's good. Subtitle, Harness the Power of a Resilient Mindset to Conquer Any Challenges. This title equates a strong positive mindset to a mental fortress, symbolizing the unshakable strength and resilience required to overcome obstacles and achieve success. It frames the mindset as an essential, proactive superpower that empowers a super dad to face challenges head on with confidence and clarity. Boom. This is exactly what I needed. So that's going to be the chapter of the chapter heading for chapter 1. This is the perfect heading and subheading for chapter 1. Please write an intro paragraph for this chapter, starting with a provocative statement or quote with the theme of the paragraph being the critical role the right mindset plays in success in business, especially an online business that's often misunderstood by the masses. All right, so now we're working on the introduction paragraph. I wanted a strong quote. Quotes are great ways to start books or start chapters Provocative statements are great ways to start chapters. All right, now I created this other prompt because this is where you have ChatGPT pull in your own frameworks. And that's what I want to do in this one. So what I'm going to do is go over to my notepad, and I created this other prompt that speaks to what we're trying to do. The first part of our mindset chapter, I want to use my own framework, the 5 Ps to master when pursuing your passion. Please use each verbatim, but add additional supporting details for each. So what I'm telling ChatGPT to do here is use my stuff, but then add to it. So let's see how ChatGPT responds. Boom, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it in here. And then I'm going to hit let's go. And see what happens. The 5 Ps to master when pursuing your passion: positive mental attitude, the mental foundation of success; persistence, the unyielding forward motion. I like it. Now, I didn't use my stuff verbatim, but it's going in a good direction. And let's see. Perseverance, the art of bouncing back; patience, trust the process and timing. So it did use my stuff verbatim. It just didn't use it as in the sentence. So patience is a virtue that every successful entrepreneur must cultivate. The journey to success, especially when pursuing your passion, is often longer and more widening than anticipated. Patience is about understanding that you are successful, that your success is preordained. When you're walking in your purpose and aligned with your passion, you are fulfilling your true potential. However, this success unfolds in its own time. So boom, it just incorporated my stuff, which is good. And then permission to fail, embracing risk and learning. So I love that. We're good to go with the first part of chapter 1. But remember, ChatGPT gave us an outline for mindset. So I'm going to go back up to the outline. And this is the power of when you're working in ChatGPT or any of these AI writing tools, stay in the same chat so it can revert or refer or reference the history that already exists. So I'm going to go back up to where it says mindset, and it gave me what the section on mindset should be. So I gave it my 5 Ps. That's me. Now I'm going to ask it to, now let's add growth versus fixed mindset, overcoming fear and imposter syndrome, which I have another training on that I might transcribe and then have it give my take on what I believe the biggest cause of fear is. It's what we think other people will think about us, the importance of consistency and patience. So I'm just going to come here and say, before I do that, let me just jump over to YouTube real quick and let me download the video so that I can have it transcribed if the transcript isn't already there. So I'm going to go to my channel, and I have this training on my channel. And I'm just going to go to, let me go inside of my YouTube studio real quick, because it's going to take a second for that to download and for me to transcribe it, and we'll continue writing chapters while it's working. So I'm going to YouTube Studio so I can search my channel for this particular training that I did on fear. So search my channel, and let's see if it brings me nothing on overcoming fear. Let me just search fear. All right. So overcoming the root cause of fear and get everything you dream. So this is the training. So when I click here, you'll notice that I have this tool up here that pulls in YouTube videos so that I can download them. I'm sure I got this on one of my computers somewhere. I just don't know where. So the easiest thing for me to do would be to come over here, play it, and then just download it. So that's what we're going to do. Once that's downloaded, then we're going to go and have ChatGPT write the next. Come on, bandwidth. I'm telling you, I am going to have to run me a long Ethernet. I'm going to have to run me a long Ethernet cable so that the system versus, wireless, because wireless, it seems to play with me from time to time. All right. So I'm going to move. Come on. Let me get the share link because for some reason it's not picking up the video and I don't want to prolong this. All right, copy. Boom. So I'm going to come here and let's see if it's going to open and do what I need it to do. So it's searching the video. Normally it just pulls the video right in and asks me if I want to download it, but I believe this has to do with bandwidth issues. Pritchard Enterprises in the building, Pritchard Lawn and Maintenance. What's going on, my brother? All right, there it goes. So now all I have to do is just hit download. And while that's downloading, we're going to go ahead and go back to, come on. Sorry, y'all. I'm not sure what happened. Everything just went black. But while that's downloading, we're back at ChatGPT. Now we're going to ask ChatGPT to give us the next section of our mindset chapter. And we're going to keep it along the same lines of what it has just done for us up here. So I put my own content in and it created my 5 Ps, right? So what I want to do is I want to say, now let's create the next section on mindset and which is growth versus fixed. Please write this section in the same style as you did the 5 Ps and give it a catchy title in line with our Super Dad theme. Boom. Oh man, he says I have the Ethernet cable if needed. Yeah, man, this mug, it gives me the blues from time to time. All right, so now it's just writing and it's working out mindset superpower, the growth mindset advantage. So now, boom, is writing out growth mindset. And I love that versus a fixed mindset. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing for fear, but I want fear to come from me because I got a unique take on fear. So I'm going to open up my Cast Magic tool. And Cast Magic is going to transcribe that video we just downloaded. So I'm going to go here to my media library. We're going to import a new video. We're going to browse from our video. I guess I could have just pulled in the actual the YouTube link here, but we downloaded the video, so I got it on my computer now. So let's just go ahead and find it. Videos, Real Player downloads, and Overcoming Fear. All right, boom. While that's doing its thing, I'm going to go ahead and go with the next section, which if I go back up to the sections that it gave me, the next section was fear, but we're going to skip that one. And we're going to go to the importance of consistency and patience. All right. Boom. And I'm going to just jump back down to the bottom. Perfect. Now let's do the next section in the same fashion on the topic of boom. Now, I haven't done a word count, y'all, but we're getting our word count up, and we're just on chapter 1. And I love that it's giving us these headings and these subheadings, because when you're dealing with ebooks, you can create a table of content based on headings, titles, subheadings, so that people can jump through the respective parts of the project. So this is what it had to say about mindset superpower, the patient and consistency code. In the fast-paced world of online entrepreneurship, the temptation to chase quick wins and instant results can be overwhelming. However, all right, so we got that. Boom. Now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to my Overcoming Fear, and I'm going to download the transcript, and I'm going to tell it to analyze the transcript and write the next section on fear, but based on my thoughts as it relates to overcoming fear. So let's go here. The first thing you do in Cast Magic is you have to tell it who's talking. So it asks me to, who is speaker A? That is me. So once I go down here and say that is me speaking, boom, and then I can download the transcript. Now, while it's doing that, I'm going to come back over to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, for the next section on, what did they call it? Fear and imposter syndrome. Let's go back up and find it. Where are my 8 sections? All right. So overcoming fear and imposter syndrome. So this is the next section. I'm going to jump back down to the bottom. For the next section on, please analyze the attached transcript and write this section based on my own thoughts and views of the root cause of all fear. Now, I'm not going to tell it the root cause. I want to see if it truly analyzes the document, and because I say something very specific about where I believe the root cause of all fear comes from. So I want to make sure it analyzes the document. And it says case instead of cause. All right. And then it says I can get rid of that. All right, boom. So again, if you have your own stuff written up and all of that kind of stuff, use it to create all of these things, right? Now I'm pulling in my voice and my frameworks and my thought process, so I don't have to rewrite it and add that stuff later. I'm infusing myself into the document as I'm going, instead of having ChatGPT do a lot of it and then rewriting it. So now, what do I say about overcoming fear? I believe the root cause of all fear is what we think other people are thinking about us, right? I believe that's where all fear comes from. Let's see if ChatGPT pulled that in. Fear is often the invisible barrier that keeps many people from pursuing their passions and realizing their full potential. But to truly understand and overcome this fear, it's essential to recognize its root cause. As I've discovered through my own journey, the fear that paralyzes most of us is not actually a fear of failure itself, but a fear of what others will think if we fail. And that's exactly what I say in the video that I transcribed and had it analyzed. So it did analyze the document, and it's bringing me into the document with its writing. So we are social creatures by nature. We are hardwired to seek acceptance and validations from others because historically our survival depended on being part of a group. That's what I said in that document, right? So you see how you could easily infuse yourself if you already have your own frameworks, your own teachings, your own content, your own thoughts in video form or in written form, or you can do the same thing with social media posts, articles, blogs. Like, if you are out here in these streets and you teach, you can pull all of that stuff in. Now, let me just encourage you in this way, because some of us have these thought processes, and you're probably thinking to yourself, man, Cortez, I don't have a way to get my thoughts into ChatGPT. And you know why? It's because you never pulled out a camera and taught what you feel other people can learn from. You've never, when you had an opportunity to speak in front of a group, had the forethought to have someone record it for you, so you have that. Let me give you a little hack, man. Sometimes I do this when I asked to do speaking engagements or train or any of that stuff. The people who are running these establishments, they don't always know the power of content. So even if I don't have my own camera set up to record myself, you know what I do? I take my cell phone, turn on my voice recorder, and I record myself. Because just in this case, I can take that recording, put it in ChatGPT, have ChatGPT turn it into something amazing. So this is how you not only write chapters using ChatGPT, but how you get ChatGPT to infuse your own thoughts into the writing so it becomes a more authentic document right out of the gate. Now, when I send this over to an editor, the editor might have me redo some stuff based on my own thoughts and opinions, and that's going to infuse me into it even further. But most of these topics, I have a YouTube video from my podcasting days that covers these topics, and I'm just going to transcribe them and tell ChatGPT to infuse my thoughts into that particular section. And I'm going to do that for every chapter going forward. This is how you write an authentic piece of work that you don't have to worry about whether or not it's plagiarism from a ChatGPT standpoint, because it's basically just rewording a lot of my own thoughts. So if you guys got questions about any of this stuff, we're about to open up the open office hours, CortezHustle.com/open office hours. You'll get the Zoom link to the Zoom room, and we're live in the next few minutes. So appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you how we can use Canva to create an ebook cover for this document. Now, we're far from it being finished, but I want to just show you the process, because some of y'all, like if I was sitting down not showing y'all the process every day in 30-minute increments, I could sit down and do this probably in an 8-hour span and have the whole book done. So I'm going to show you how to do a cover, because if you're going to sit down and do it and get it done, you want to know how to do a cover for your ebook for free using Canva.com. That's tomorrow. So hope to see you. Until then, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.